Right, let's go find these other people then. Oh, hang on, wasn't there something over here? No. Obviously not. Try and not forget about that scanning so we can upgrade stuff. Right, so that's kind of this whole area now, right? Yeah, we looked up there. We looked in there. But there wasn't a door up there. Yeah, cool, okay. Oop.
Mello, you already checked the consoles down here, right? Huh.
Right, let's go from this side. Ah, here's the dude that we met. Kandros, yeah, that was his name.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work.
Right, he's in charge of...
and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings.
Combat.
Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows?
I bet we find them
If you
all.
need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why.
No, we're not
They don't
either.
talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Yeah, so he's got a bit of an adventurous soul.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Cool.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Yeah, yes
Our
please.
current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for
Yeah, I got
authorization
it.
to participate.
I already got it.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Dispatch him for what?
What
Yeah.
situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Good luck out there, Commander. Okay. Ah, we're not online at the minute. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll adjust that for the next part, but we'll see. Apex stasis. Lieutenant, based on stasis report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on the enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risks involved and continued loss of resources and lives make it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. I guess this is the distraught Turian?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime? Yeah.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
There might not be time. Technically, that's what we should say.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit.
Why?
Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Okay. A new location discovered. All right, this is operations, apparently.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Ah, look, there's
Notice the handle.
Liam.
Pathfinder. No time for our beer. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Shit. They may all be dead. Let's not write them off. Yeah.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
I'm kind of freaked. Nah, we won't say I'm kind of freaked out.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Alrighty. So, where did I come out of? The top bit there. We can go down here from the looks of it. There's Cora. Yo.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you.
Yeah, they're dicks.
And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Which one was Addison? Nothing I couldn't handle. Addison wasn't my favorite. Her reaction's understandable. Nothing I couldn't handle.
I expected something like that. I can handle the pressure.
Good to hear. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Yes, absolutely. Is this the tram? Yeah, habitation deck. That's going to take us back. So we won't do that yet. Because we still got to speak to the scientists as well. And investigate the plates. And go to the jail. Arms merchant. Oh, they couldn't have an actual merchant. That sucks. Have we got money? No, not really. We got 100. So that's how to sell shit if we were that bothered, which I'm not.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Weapons and stuff.
Oh.
I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
What's with these prices?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Fuck that, it's way too expensive. Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken.
Ah! It's the jail.
Our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Wife says you're innocent.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Yeah.
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, Overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired.
So you shot him?
Saw the chief's chest explode.
So it was unintentional,
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly.
Objection!
Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
The evidence will decide,
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
I think is Kandros the no. I thought that was the Krogan. I guess not. Security footage. Oh my god, there's loads. Kandros, as you're aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, of course, Sloane Kelly was the predecessor, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalogue and address the damages caused by Sloane's people during the uprising. Supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature, but I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative that we know what we are working with if we are going to survive. Whoops. So who was that from? That was from Tyran Kandros to Jaran Tan. To Tan, to the Solarian. Director Tan, I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking inventory. If you really need militia oversight, I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding that the exiles were more Calix's people than Sloane's. Isn't he the one that started the mutiny? No, clearly not. Calix Corvanus may have started it, but Sloane made her allegiances clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hope you can be impartial when it comes to this task. Aha. Sloane Kelly's not who I thought she was. There won't be a problem. Good. Then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloane and the exiles might have gone. When we do get colonial efforts up and running, I don't want any surprises. So, trail was cold, found what looks like abandoned camps in the system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Irido was among the dead, but not Sloane Kelly, so they couldn't find her, basically. They tried, but they couldn't find. Huh, so there's a few bits and bobs going on. Armor. An Omnigel canister. They're often found on defeated Milky Way exiles or required by dismantling exile weapon and armor. They can be purchased from certain merchants. Alloys used for rapid fabrication. Okay.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable.
So let's talk to the professor. What's his face?
Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly.
The guy looks an idiot in the background.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Aha! Can I join in?
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Cool. Oh, is that it?
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
That sounds interesting.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies.
Cool.
If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Definitely. Which console? Ah, this one. Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrive with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way, but this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. This too requires conservation. I'm not sure that's the console you wanted me to go to. Nope.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Have hope.
Don't give up hope.
Yeah.
When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
We've already got a shit ton of side missions.
Will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Right. Dude, you wouldn't let me look at the console.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop me.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Awesome. Yeah, it does want me to look at this console. It won't let me though. Won't let me go on the console. I can still talk to her apparently.
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans
give me
for a
another
school are
mission.
underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you. And my thanks.
Yeah, but look. Won't let me. The console's broken for some reason. Access the terminal. It won't let me. Why? Why won't it let me do it? Is this intentional or unintentional? Well, it looks... I think we've explored everywhere now.
You're in the forest? What district?
What the... What are these signs here? It says it's above me. Oh no, no, it's... Strike team missions. Yeah, it's just showing me that. Well, that's weird. Like, it won't let me access it. It really won't. It's fucking broken. Maybe if I do the other mission, the one with the circuit panels, maybe that will do it. So if we go into the journal, no. There we go. Believe someone is sabotaging. Yes. Right. Let's do that first then.